July 10th, 2019. It's been 29 years and 2 weeks since I masturbated or had an affair. But who's counting? I'm counting, because I keep track of my sobriety. Because if you don't remember the last time you acted out, it wasn't the last time you're going to act out. It's a good sobriety date. It's important. This is a fifth in a series on finding a power greater than yourself, finding a higher power, finding God, finding some source of power that can help you stop what we call permanent recovery in the doctor's opinion. Permanent recovery. They never have to do that again. 29 years and 2 weeks is not forever, but it's darn long time. That's close enough to forever for me. One of the things we want to distinguish about God is if you can't find God outside your skin line, and you can't find God in your fellows, you're certainly not going to find God inside. You're just not ready for that. So here's the easiest way to find God. You take slogans and you act on them. Gandhi used to say that I made the God of service my own, as I thought that God could be realized only through service. If you do these actions, you will feel God. Like, for example, for the last 31 years of my life, I have made 5 telephone calls a day, every day without fail, including Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's and Labor Day, Memorial Day, my birthday, and everything else, to serve people, because I can feel God flowing through me when I help others. So if you take action, you can find the God that works for you, your own conception, and gives you the power that you need to stop acting out. So what is the directive we're going to use as a slogan? It's called one day at a time. One day at a time. That is what we believe is the truth. That is God's will. That's what is best for us if we don't want to act out. And why is that? Like you hear contrary in no-fap circles, you hear, well, I'm doing 60 days, and I'm doing 90 days, and I'm doing 6 months. And you hear guys, they slip and say, well, I'm going to do a year this time, after they slip, within 24 hours. That's craziness. Streaks are for crazy people. And why it's for crazy people? There's another video about this already, so I'm not going to go into this detail. But that's not what you want to do, because if you start saying, well, I'm going to not do it for a month, then immediately you start feeling, oh my God. And then that anxiety pushes you to act out. That's not the right way to do it. And to go to that extreme, so, well, I don't care. I'm just going to act all I want. That's just as crazy too. What we believe is we can manage one day at a time. We believe that's God's will. We don't think beyond today, only today. What we say is, try to make it till 12 o'clock tonight, and then we'll renegotiate. So if you want to find God, one of the things you can do, your own God, not my God, not my wife's God, not my sponsor's God, not my sponsee's God, not my friends, but your God, is to try this suggestion and see if your brain doesn't start getting better, if your life doesn't start getting better. Test it and keep that which is good. Just live for today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't be regretting the past. Where they say that yesterday is a spent check and tomorrow is an IOU, and spend your cash wisely. So what we want to do, if you want to find God, is just live today, one day at a time. Keep my mind on today. Keep my feelings on today. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Just whatever God has put in front of me to take care of, to be of service to. Live one day at a time. Forget those streaks. That is for corrupt. There are thousands and thousands of people in NoFap, and they have no clue how to stop acting out. Ask them, and when you hearing the guys ramble on like that and chatting, ask them, how long has it been since you masturbated? And just point blank, how long has it been since you stopped masturbating with that chatty stuff about, I'm going to stop forever? And you'll find that 99% of them are failing. It's because they're not doing the will of God. The God for them is to live one day at a time. If they were living one day at a time, they wouldn't have anxiety and they wouldn't be acting out. So even if you don't believe it's true, what we say is act as if. Just try it. Try just living one day just for today. Just deal with the problems today. It's time to go to bed. Just let them go. Take all your problems and just dump them into a dumpster and let them go. Breathe in deeply and go to sleep, and then start the next day, one day at a time. So you want to find God? Live one day at a time. That's the very beginning.